The secret to seeing results with once a week training is how hard you are going to work, or what is the amount of effort that you are going to put in to the set. So it's not just about moving weight, it's about training muscle. So people really need to think that, like, you're not just coming in to move some weight, you're coming in to train your muscle, and that does require a degree of intensity in order to produce that result. When I talk about intensity in the sets, it could mean anything from the amount of time that you're going to be under tension. It could mean the speed. It could mean the weight of the exercise that you're performing. But typically, if you're incorporating all those things, speed, time under tension, and a significant amount of weight, then that is going to make the intensity that much higher. So if I was working with a typical client, I would have them start the workout with the legs, which is our largest muscle group, and then I would have them move into their upper body, and then usually we end the workout with the smaller muscle groups like the abdominals. Typically, the sets will last anywhere between 1 minute and 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So the max amount of time you're typically going to be under tension is 2 minutes. I don't want to turn it into an aerobic exercise, so that it is very specific in terms of staying within that anaerobic training phase. I think the way I make the sets effective is by not just having you go slow, but not having a person stop and start the sets. So it's constant motion. And a lot of times people don't want to do that because it's very uncomfortable. They want to set the weight down, and we all see it when we go to a gym. People set it back down, they rest, they check their phone, then they come back and do a little bit more. When someone is training this style, you're staying in the set under constant motion without stopping and starting. And that truly is what makes it extremely intense as well. When I talk about high intensity training with clients, I tend to use high efficiency training, and why that is so that there isn't confusion between what is out there already, which is high intensity interval training, which most of us have all heard. It's where you do quick bursts of exercise and then followed by a sort of less intense exercise. And high efficiency training is nothing like that. It's all, weight directed, using either slow motion or, time under tension or constant motion of an exercise, with no fast bursts and then slowing it down. So I try to be very clear with clients that don't confuse the two. One is meant usually for a more cardio based, and high intensity training or high efficiency training is for weights. So today what I'm going to demonstrate is I'm going to demonstrate the seated row done in a high efficiency manner. So this set I'll probably just set the clock at 1.5 or 2 minutes, just to demonstrate kind of what that looks like when a set goes to muscular fatigue or muscular exhaustion. Okay, so when you're doing a set, technique is huge. So it's not about, like I think I said earlier, it's not about just moving weight, but when you're using proper form and proper technique, that's also going to up the intensity of the exercise. So that's part of what makes everything feel hard, is because you're always trying to do it correctly, as opposed to, I'm just going to get this set done and call it good. It's not about that. It's about, what can I do in the most efficient way to break the muscle down? And that happens by using proper form and technique, going slow and controlled, and setting a weight that is appropriate to take you to exhaustion. I'm going to demonstrate the seated row. I'm going to set my timer right here. I'll just set it at 2 minutes. And So typically when you do a set like this, it's gonna start out where it feels not that bad. And then probably at about the 1 minute mark, it's gonna start to feel pretty uncomfortable is the right terminology. I mean, a lot of clients like to curse it around the 1 minute or 1 minute and 30-second mark, but it's just gonna feel discomfort. You're gonna think, I can't do this. But then you need to bypass those signals and keep going. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna start this set and I'm just gonna move the weight slow and controlled. So already I can tell, and I've only done 3 reps here, and I'm probably going at about, 6 seconds back. 6 seconds down. So now I'm like, I can't pull this back any further. I would set the set down, pause for probably 5 seconds, and then try to attempt the same thing again because I don't have a spotter, and pull. And one more time, I would rest probably about 5 seconds and then attempt this one more time. And done. I mean, you could see right there, like it was going to be impossible. And I was trying, if you could tell, I was trying to get that weight back and I couldn't do that. So that is kind of the level that you need to be working at if you want to see results within your workout and be only training 1 time weekly. You need to up that intensity. And I mean, you can tell my heart rate got up significantly with just in a very short amount of time, whether that was 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. That's what high efficiency training is, or high intensity training looks like. With this sort of training, high efficiency training, high intensity training, does it get easier over time? Yes, it gets easier over time because your mind gets better at dealing with the discomfort. So when clients, for instance, have gone on vacation for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, come back to do sessions that they've been doing for 5 years, it feels incredibly hard to get back in that mindset or in that level of, where they need to push their muscles. Your mind with this style of training gets extremely strong over time. So just as you're progressing in the workouts, your mind is also progressing and getting stronger. With this style of training, even though it is difficult, you only have to do it once a week. If you do it right, you don't need to keep doing it or repeat the sets. Just allow your mind to go to that level of discomfort, because you will realize over time your mind can handle the discomfort and your body will follow whatever your mind tells it to do. So if you choose to try this out, let me know. You can leave a comment in the comments, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at All Women Have Muscles.